Welcome to day 10 of series videos Master 1000 English Words in 30 Days. I believe you have learned and mastered many words in previous lessons. Let's continue with today's video and master them also. Let's begin. Exactly. Exactly. Used when you are giving or asking for information that is completely correct. Use exactly in a sentence. Try to recall exactly what happened. I can't tell you exactly how long it will take. What exactly are you looking for? Everything went exactly as planned. I can't tell you exactly how long it will take to finish it. That's exactly what I thought. The twins look exactly alike. Example. Example. Mean. Something that is typical of the group of things that it is a member of. Use example in a sentence. Give me another example. That's an example of what I am talking about. Can you show me another example? I will give you an example to illustrate what I mean. Can you quote me an example? Show me an example. Executive. Executive. Mean. Someone in a high position, especially in business, who makes decisions and puts them into action, relating to making decisions and managing businesses, or suitable for people with important jobs in business. Use executive in a sentence. She is a sales executive. I trust his executive ability. A good executive is usually admired by everyone. Exit. Exit. Mean. The door through which you might leave a building or large vehicle, or the act of leaving something, especially a theater stage. Use exit in a sentence. Don't you see the exit sign over there? There's an emergency exit in the rear. That building has no emergency exit. Expect. Expect. Mean. To think or believe something will happen, or someone will arrive. Use expect in a sentence. We expect him to succeed. I expect a subway station will be here in the future. You can't expect to learn a foreign language in a week. Experience. Experience. Mean. The process of getting knowledge or skill from doing, seeing, or feeling things. If you experience something, it happens to you, or you feel it. Use experience in a sentence. How much actual experience do you have? His experience allows him to handle difficult situations easily. He didn't have enough experience to cope with the problem. In terms of experience, I have the edge on you. For me, it was one of the most enjoyable experiences of the festival. That was one of the worst days I've ever experienced. He's the best teacher even though he has the least experience. Expert. Expert, mean. A person with a high level of knowledge or skill relating to a particular subject or activity, having or showing a lot of knowledge or skill. Use expert in a sentence. He claimed to be an expert in finance. He is an expert at solving such problems. He is considered an expert in his field. I'm not an expert in this field. He claimed to be an expert in finance. She is the leading expert in her field. Explain. Explain, mean. To make something clear or easy to understand by describing or giving information about it. Use explain in a sentence. She begins to explain her plan of action to the group. Can you explain why you dislike him? Can you explain your answer? It's impossible for me to explain it to you. I explained the procedure to him. He explained the process of building a boat. I mean one of the two organs in your face that are used for seeing. Use I in a sentence. You should get your eyes examined. You've got beautiful eyes. She looked me right in the eye. I want you to keep an eye on him. She stared at him with frightened eyes. She stared at him with hatred in her eyes. Sunglasses protect our eyes from the sun. Face. Face, mean. The front of the head, where the eyes, nose, and mouth are. If you face a problem or a problem faces you, you have to deal with it. Use face in a sentence. I was confused by the expression on her face. You should face reality. She looked at him with a smile on her face. We sat down face to face. Fact. Fact, mean. Something that is known to have happened or to exist, especially something for which proof exists, or about which there is information. Use fact in a sentence. A few important facts emerged after the investigation. This story is based on facts. In fact, he can't swim well. We can't deny the fact that he's honest. Factor. Factor, mean. A fact or situation that influences the result of something. Use factor in a sentence. Health is an important factor of happiness. Poverty was the greatest motivating factor in my life. His great leadership skill is a factor in his success. Fail. Fail, mean. To not succeed in what you are trying to achieve or are expected to do. Use fail in a sentence. Don't be afraid to experiment and fail. He failed to finish the race. I failed my driving test. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. Fall. Fall, mean. To suddenly go down onto the ground or towards the ground without intending to or by accident, the fact of the size, amount, or strength of something getting lower. Use fall in a sentence. He stumbled and fell. Don't let me fall asleep. I realize that this may sound crazy, but I think I've fallen in love with your younger sister. She falls in love with him. Don't fall into his trap. Far. Far, mean. At, to, or from a great distance in space or time, used to refer to something that is not near, or the part of something that is most distant from the center or from you. Use far in a sentence. My house is not far from here. As far as I know, he isn't lazy. How far is it to the airport? How far is the next gas station? This is by far the best method. Fast. Fast, mean. Moving or happening quickly, or able to move or happen quickly, quickly. Use fast in a sentence. He runs as fast as you. She didn't run fast enough to catch the bus. You're speaking a little too fast for me. Would you speak a little more slowly? Do you know how to build muscle fast? She is a fast reader. Father. Father, mean. A male parent. Use father in a sentence. My father wants me to be an engineer. My father works in a factory. My father works on a sheep farm. My father always gets up early to exercise. What does your father do for a living? My father is going to go abroad next week. I have a friend whose father is a teacher. Fear. Fear, mean. An unpleasant emotion or thought that you have when you are frightened or worried by something dangerous, painful, or bad that is happening or might happen, to be frightened of something or someone unpleasant. Use fear in a sentence. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. What's your biggest fear? My worst fears came true. They are imaginary fears and do not exist. Fear is a powerful emotion. Public speaking is the #1 fear of the majority of people. Feel. Feel, mean. To experience something physical or emotional. Use feel in a sentence. She didn't feel comfortable with my friend. How do you feel about it? I don't feel like working today. She has nobody to talk with, but she doesn't feel lonely. I have mixed feelings about this. It's normal to feel tired after such a long trip. I feel like I'm making progress. Feeling. Feeling, mean. The fact of feeling something physical. Use feeling in a sentence. He tried to analyze his feelings. I'm feeling embarrassed right now. I can't express my feelings. Only you can give me that feeling. I have a feeling that he is right. I apologize if I hurt your feelings. Tone of voice can indicate feelings. Few. Few, mean. Some, or a small number of something, a small number or not many. Use few in a sentence. May I ask you a few questions? I have a few things I want to make clear. Things have improved considerably over the last few years. A few important facts emerged after the investigation. She has been studying English for a few years. Would you please wait for a few minutes? The pain will go away by itself within a few days.